Hello everybody, hello, and welcome. We are going to be continuing our playthrough of The Outer Worlds 2. And we have finally done it. I've been waiting 24, almost 25 hours, but we've finally done it. We've acquired the psycho goth girlfriend. We're so bank. Unfortunately, Obsidian hates letting people romance their companions, so I'm 99% sure there's no romancing in this game. But you know what? That's not going to stop me from dreaming, okay? I'm a dreamer. I'm going to believe. But yeah, we found, I think her name is Azza. It was like right at the end of last stream, we found Azza. And, man, she's hot. She's hot. All the red flags. She'd be hotter if she had like some black lipstick or something, but she's still hot. Hi, Animal. Hi, Kenzie. Hello. Good morning. Hope you gals are doing well. We can play for about 3-ish hours. About 3 hours. I start at 7 today. Last time we left off, I had to abruptly leave because my cousin was here. We were going to be heading out. We went hiking, we went shooting, and we came back and we watched some anime. Got caught up on One Punch Man, the new season that everybody is shitting on because the animation is not very good. And you know, it's not. I agree. It's not very good. But, you know what? I'm holding out on the copium. I'm hoping and I'm praying that they're saving the budget, guys. They're saving the budget for the big fights. Kind of like the last season of Invincible, you know? Like the last season of Invincible, I felt like was kind of like that. Where we were all kind of shitting on the animation for the entire season. But then at the end, they cooked, you know? They cooked with Conquest, so it was like, okay. It's fine. Like that, as a comic reader, that's what I was hoping. I was like, as long as they cook with Conquest, bro, I'm not gonna be mad. I'm gonna be fine. Like, they just need to land Conquest, and they landed Conquest. They did a great job with it. So, however, this morning I stubbed my toe so fucking hard. We got patio furniture for the backyard, so we could just sit out there with Momo and chill and stuff. And we put together one of the chairs, but we haven't put together the other chair, so we've just had the pieces right there in the back, right at the back door. Gothic helmet. Wait, that sounds kind of sick. And you know, it's dark. I'm walking out there to let Momo out, and then just boom, kick it with my pinky toe, my right pinky toe, and the toe next to it. I don't even know what that would be called. The ring toe. And oh man, that shit hurt. That shit hurt. Bonk. I have no idea. Don't get spotted. Cooked breakfast? Nice. Very nice. Wow, they gave up quick. Want to at least get a sneak attack on one of these guys. 1,000 health is a lot, man. Or is it? What's a fight? Karma? How's it karma? I'm a good person. To tie it all back to the last conversation. I don't even remember if you were here for that, Kenzie. We went on a whole hour-long rant yesterday about if people can say that they're good people and still be good people, or people can say that they're smart and still be smart, etc., etc. I was asking my mom about it. She's like, she's like, yeah, of course they can. What do you mean? And I was like, well, you know, like, some people say that good people, like, shouldn't say that they're good people or whatever. And she's like, well, I've never heard someone say they're a good person. I'm like, you haven't? She's like, no, I've never heard someone say that. I'm like, you've never heard someone say they're a good person before? She's like, no. I'm like, I think you're wrong. She's like, no, I've never heard someone say that. I was like, you've never heard somebody like get cheated on or something, and then they're like, why is this happening to me? Like, I'm a good person, I don't deserve this. And she's like, oh yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I have heard people say that before. I'm like, yeah, it's a like, yeah, it's a pretty common thing that people say. You know, when bad things happen to them, they're like, why is this happening to me? I'm a good person. I'm a kind person. She's like, yeah, no, you're right. And then I was saying, like, I was talking about how people say I should be more humble, you know? And she's like, why would you be humble? And I'm like, well, you know, people... I told her what Oscar said. I was like, oh, you know, I know this guy, got this guy Oscar that's a mod on the channel, and you saying I'd seem a lot smarter if I was humble. She's like, well, that's retarded. That guy's retarded. Don't listen to him. I was like, oh. She's like, you're smart because you act like that because you are smart. She's like, that's just the fact. That's just how it is. I tell everyone how smart you are. You're the smartest boy I know. You're the smartest person I know. like, okay. You're not helping my ego, mother. Surely I can. Can I really not get up here? Huh. I guess I can't get up there. Thought for sure I could. That's... Must be a way around or something. Yeah, but she's like, you're the smartest guy I know. Ash hates it because I'm always telling people you're the smartest person I know. You're so smart. And she knows that I love her too. Ash is my little sister. Ashley. She's like, Ash always gets so mad because I'm always telling people how smart you are and how you're the smartest person I know. And even as a kid, you were so smart. All your teachers would say that you were going to do so much greatness as long as you could fix your biggest problem. I was like, yeah. She's like, yeah, you're lazy. She's like, you're lazy. You've always been lazy. She's like, all your teachers would say you would do great things if you weren't so lazy. You're so smart, but you were just so unmotivated. I'm like, okay, mom. She's like, but anyway, yeah, Ash gets mad all the time because I'm always telling people we'll be out and we'll be going to the coffee shop and stuff, and then I'll even start talking to the barista about how smart you are, and Ash gets so mad. She says, why do you always gotta talk about Zach? Why you always gotta talk about how smart I am? Why don't you ever talk about how smart I am? And I say, well, sweetie, you know I love you, but you're not the scientist of the family. She's like, you're smart in your own way. You're smart. You're great at doing hair. But I don't think she likes that very much. It's like, yeah. Well, the truth hurts, Mom. She's like, Jack, you stop that. That's why people are saying that about you. Yeah, alright. But yeah, it was a funny conversation. God, she's hot. Sorry. Hi, Zen. Good morning. Mom life for real. I know. And then I was telling her what I was saying about how, like, I think some people just, in general, they don't really like confident people. You know? And I was telling her, like I was telling the stream about that one chick that was like, you're way too ugly to be as confident as you are. She's like, you know, that just really pisses me off. It really pisses me off. I hated that she said that. She's like, you're not even ugly. And I'm like, well, I mean, I'm not great looking. Especially I wasn't back then. And she's like, you were still cute. I'm like, okay. You're my mom. I think you're like legally obligated to say that. She's like, well, I'm sure that girl isn't doing anything with her life. I'm sure she hasn't accomplished anything. And I'm sure now, if she were to see you, she would be over the moon. She'd want to be with you and she'd want to marry you. Like, I don't know about all that. Then she always just talks about how much better I look now than what I did when I was younger. Because, like, I had very bad acne growing up. Like, I got acne when I was, like, 12. Before everybody else. And then I just, like... I've basically had acne ever since then. Honestly, I've had acne the entire time since I was 12. You know, I'm 29 now. And, but, you know, it's kind of varied in its severity. It's not that bad these days. But, she's like, see, I just don't get that because when I was just down there, your skin looks so nice now. I'm like, yeah. I mean, I still get acne and stuff. Still get pimples. She's like, maybe every now and then, but your skin looks so nice, so clear when I was over there. Look like a gremlin? No, I look like Michael Jackson, like, post-surgery when I was younger. Honestly. Like Michael Jackson crossed with a fucking Minecraft skeleton. That's probably how I would describe myself. But, you know, gaining weight has been good for me. Isn't it crazy how that works? Yeah, it was a funny conversation though. Free at last. I finally got the gumption to pry Auntie's claws out of my back, and there ain't enough bits in this misbegotten system to get me to stick my head back in that yoke. Regina, my girl, you're on your way to the high life as an independent operator, and you're off to a flying start due to all these fine supplies that I borrowed on my way out of Auntie's camp. I am committed to this new life due to my extraordinarily self-driven nature, and of course, the hefty fines awaiting me if Auntie's gets their hands on me again. I even found myself this fine cave to hide out in. No one is gonna find me here, for I put a few holes in them first. But nothing's perfect. I wish this damn wind would stop whistling through here all day and night. Seems like it'll be enough to get on the strongest of nerves. Even thought I heard whispering when I came in. Woman doesn't need that kind of atmosphere when she's hiding out. Regina, my girl, don't be letting your nerves ruin a good run. Just one more pull from the bottle. This cave is your best asset regardless of its peculiarities. It's a short shot to a couple vendors and far enough off the beaten path to keep folk from stumbling in. Why, just last week I helped relieve a lost Sub Rosa salesperson of the weight of his goods and sent him on his way into the vermin-infested ravines. I may be a bit of a thief, but I sure ain't no murderer. I leave that to the critters. You hear that, Mr. Whispers? I ain't no murderer, and I sure as law don't need you saying so when I'm trying to sleep. I'm done with you, Mr. Whispers. I'm going to seal up every crack and notch in the back of this cave. No more wind giving me the gills. Besides, the lack of rest is making me mite sloppy. This morning, I dang near shot myself while cleaning my gun. Oh, Regina, ain't going out that dumb. Are you sure about that? What do you mean temporarily, bitch? You blind forever. Huh? Me? I mean, with today's technology, not really. You could get LASIK. Me and Calvin were just talking about that because he got LASIK done. And I was like, yeah, I could get LASIK because like my prescription is really, really old. It's like 5 or 6 years old. So I definitely need a new prescription and new glasses. But they're talking about that and he's like, yeah, you should just get LASIK. And I was like, yeah, but I look better with glasses. So, you know, I guess I could get like non-prescription glasses. But He's like, just get some glasses without any lenses. Just some frames. I was like, I mean, I guess I could do that. I wouldn't have to worry about cleaning them and stuff. That'd be so weird, though. Okay, Regina ain't no coward, but enough's enough. Spent a week sealing up the cracks in my little hidey hole, so thorough that my candle flame didn't waver except at the entrance. And still, the thrice-damned whispering ain't stopping. It ain't the wind. This morning, I found all the stuffing. I blocked up the cracks with torn up. This morning, I found all the stuffing I blocked up the cracks with torn up and found a new painting on the wall. Oh. And all my tripwires at the entrance been ripped out and twisted into chokers. Of course, Mr. Whispers ain't being shy about voicing opinions on what I deserve. Okay, fine. Mrs. Baylor's shining girl maybe didn't grow up to be no paragon of law, but what would anyone expect with me going through all that I have? Auntie teaches one damned wisdom. It's a beast eat beast universe. Not a sin to be smart enough to know it's better to eat than to be eaten. And sure as there's solar flare, I don't need whispers telling me how many kids that salesperson had. Nope, I don't need that at all. So that's it. I'm getting while I can. Wow. So there is actually something going on. Which is actually just not crazy. But yeah, LASIK seems cool. I mean, technically LASIK isn't permanent. I think they can, maybe somebody in chat knows more than me, but from my limited knowledge of LASIK, I think it lasts like 10 to 15 years. At least last time I heard about it, it lasts like 10 to 15 years. And then you have to come do it again. But I think you can only do it 2 or 3 times total in your life. So you can get like, I think in theory, you can get like 30 or 45 years out of LASIK. Could be wrong, but essentially like the stuff that they're lasering away, they cannot do, like they can't just infinitely do it. There's a set amount of things, you know. There's a set amount of times that they can do it. So I think it's typically better to get it done later in your life. Like last time I had talked to somebody, that's what they had advocated. Is like, do it later in life. So then you don't have to worry about like going back to glasses or contacts or whatever.
Initiate Carrington, audio log entry 10. My orders were to watch for the enemy. Specifically, to never break line of sight to my assigned field of view. But I can hear them advancing along the shore to the south. It's fine. Others have been assigned that field of vision. This is the most efficient method of defense.
Are you sure about that?
They're getting closer. Perhaps I'm taking my orders too literally?
Yep.
I'll just peek. No. Trust in the equation. Trust in those greater than I in the order. I will keep looking forward for enemies from that vector. I am not afraid. I am not afraid. I have faith that the architect...
This one appears to have been too terrified to even look at us. I almost feel bad killing him. Almost.
Yep. We got it. Eye surgery scares me deeply. I mean, it's not too bad, right? All they do is they like slice the little outer layer off of your eye and they peel it down and then laser it and then they fold it back up. It's not too bad. Everyone I know that's gotten LASIK, though, I know 3 different people that's got LASIK, and they all told me the same thing. Like, once you get it the first time, it's so fucking terrifying. Like, the procedure, because you're awake the entire time, right? It's so terrifying that, like, you'll never want to do it again. All 3 people have told me that. And they've all told me, like, don't look up, which I already have looked it up, so I already know what they do. But they were all like, don't look up what they do. Like, don't ask about it. Don't look it up. Just like go in there and it's gonna be a surprise, but just like, you know, by that point it's too late. There's no backing out. I mean, it's not like you feel anything, you know, you're numbed up. You don't feel anything. Apparently you smell something though, like you can smell from the laser burning your eye. You can smell your little burnt eyeball bits.
That's the range, Commander. Oh, this will be glorious. Hope my enthusiasm doesn't get the better of me. Those traitors need to suffer.
Oh, no talking to these guys? Just on site?
Got troublemakers.
Hey guys.
It's a fight.
What do I think GOTY nominees will be? Expedition 33, Silk Song, Hades 2, Death Stranding 2, Split Fiction, Donkey Kong Bonanza. The only one that might be swapped out, I think, is like maybe Death Stranding, but I doubt it. That's some cyberpunk shit right there. Yeah, you know, I mean, think about how cool it is, though. You're You will just be able to see. Shit. Ghost of Yote might get in. I don't think Ghost of Yote gets in. I based that off of mostly Metacritic. So those are the games that are at like the top of Metacritic by critics, and the people that vote on the nominees are a lot of the same people that are on Metacritic as critics. Like, it's a lot of like game journalists, reviewers, insiders, stuff like that. So I feel like pretty confident about it. I know there's like this big push for Arc Raiders. People are wondering like if Dispatch can get in because of it had a, you know, some episodes out before the deadline. But I don't think Dispatch really gets in unless it's a recency bias situation, which could happen. Absolutely, that could happen. Recency bias do be a hell of a thing. I really wish Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 would get nominated, but I know it's not. Am I going to be reacting to it? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Me and all the boys will get together like we always do. Have some drinks.
Damn it all. The door's sealed. We'll need to find another way in.
Maybe do a little drinking game. Every time they say world premiere or something, take a fucking shot. Like we've done in the past. Yeah, it'll be fun. Nah, Silk Song and Expedition 33. There's a reason they were the first two that I wrote down on that list.
If I wasn't already here to kill all these traitorous fools, I'd be forced to use one or two as an example to the rest.
I think it's guaranteed. I think those two are guaranteed. I think Hades 2 is guaranteed. I would be surprised if Split Fiction wasn't there, to be honest, but like it could.
Bring them close so we can chop them off.
Stop your silliness, fool. The only ones losing body parts around here today are you and your traitorous friends.
Woman, I love you because you're a hot goth girl and you're a psycho, and I love that, but you're kind of ruined my sneaky plans. I mean, ultimately, if any of those games win or KCD2 was in there and it won, like, I would be happy. They're all amazing games. Hello.
0.36 cubed divided by the standard rate of fluid flow, and then you multiply by, is it 30 or, oh, hello.
Look at the state of this poor fool. They just left her bleeding out? Exsanguination is an art. Where's the precision, the pride in their work? This is just embarrassing.
I know, she's so hot.
There's a cultist behind you. Wait, surely she isn't with you.
Yes, you and I gonna have a problem.
No, of course not.
Hurt pretty bad. I got a trauma kit. Keep still for a second.
Architect's mercy, thank you. It is so much easier to be polite when I needn't fear all of my bones sliding out of my body. Oh, Dear Archivist Clemens has been so strange lately. So distant, so agitated. And not his normal agitation, mind you. This is something different. Much worse. He's like a wire stretched beyond its breaking point. Never a harsh word to anyone, but being in his presence, well, it's as if his stress is infectious. Best not to push him. He's deeper in the facility, working on something he deemed to be of the utmost importance. Either he is still below, continuing said work, or he is quite dead. And with all those cultists gallivanting about, I don't fancy his odds.
Please, with the way my so-called brethren are comporting themselves, he's more likely to die of boredom. If I was in charge here, all of you'd be dead. He soon will be.
Yes. I'm sure you'll kill them quite well.
Bad thing is Expedition 33 and Silksong are both indie games, so whatever wins GOTY also wins Indie Game of the Year, because one of them has to win, right? Because they both deserve awards. Here was my crazy theory. Okay, my crazy theory was that they're going to give essentially consolidation awards to Expedition 33 and Silksong through stuff like best music, best performance. Like best music will be Expedition 33, best performance will be Expedition 33. Maybe you have best like art and visuals as Silksong, right? Best indie could be like Silksong. I feel like they're gonna give consolidation awards to Expedition 33 and Silksong, and I think they're gonna give Game of the Year to Split Fiction or Death Stranding 2. That's my, like, that's just my gut feeling. Is that way? It's the most political way to do things, right? Is to like split it up so every little game gets their win. I feel like that's what's gonna happen. Because I don't think it's gonna be like a Baldur's Gate 3 situation where one of the games just clears everything. You know? I don't think it's gonna be like that. And I would be really surprised if they don't give Kojima anything. Like, Death Stranding 2 has to win for something. It'll be nominated for Best Music. It'll be nominated for Best Performance. It'll be nominated for GOTY. I don't know if it counts as an action or like action adventure. If so, I guess it's probably nominated for that as well. Expedition can also win for like best RPG too. But also like the biggest dark horse in the race is Hades 2. Like nobody is talking about Hades 2. Go on Metacritic. Look at the top reviewed game of the year. You know what it is? It's not Expedition 33. It's not Silksong. It's none of these games. It's Hades 2. Hades 2 is the top reviewed game of the year. And not by a small margin, too. I think it's like 2 entire points, which is a big deal when you're at the top. You know? The difference between a 93 and a 95 is really, really big. No one is talking about Hades 2 because it was in early access for so long. But Hades 2 has a really big, like, dark horse type of vibe to it. Like, I think it could come out and beat Silksong and beat Expedition 33 and a lot of stuff. Like, it could take Best Indie. It could take GOTY. It definitely could.
The crazed cultist, people like your friend here have been sowing destruction throughout the range for days. I've seen few.
Hades takes Indie. I could see it.
Because they've gone. Rather, I believe they have become visibility deficient.
But that's the beautiful thing about all of the, like, how good all of the games are this year. I'm genuinely okay with any of these games winning. The only one I have not played is DK Bonanza. That's the only one, because I don't have a Switch 2 yet. And they keep not having one. Every time I go to Walmart, they don't have one. And I'm not going to pay scalper prices online And I don't want to drive into the city to get one. So I haven't played DK Bananas, but I've played every other one. Like, I've played way more of these games than I haven't played Hades 2. That's another one I haven't played. I really need to play that. I think I'll be playing that after this and Ninja Gaiden. But you know, Hades 2 is just more of Hades 1 from what I've heard. It's just like better Hades 1. So I kind of feel like I already know since I played through Hades 1 what it is. But yeah, I'll be happy if any of these games win. If Death Stranding 2 wins, I think that's probably the one that will get the most controversy. But I would be fine with it. I really love that game. I'd be fine if Hades 2 wins. I'd be fine if Expedition wins. I'd be fine if Donkey Kong Bonanza wins, because it looks great. It looks fantastic. I'd be fine with any of these games winning. Haven't played DK because I don't have a Switch and I hate Nintendo. I don't hate any of these companies. I don't have any personal feelings for conglomerates, but yeah, it seems like a good game. I just haven't gotten around to it. But yeah, literally any of these games, like Death Stranding 2, if Split Fiction wins, I'm down. Donkey Kong Bonanza wins, I'm down. Like, for me, out of this list, I would say Split Fiction is my GOTY. Out of the list that I've guessed here, I'd say Split Fiction is my GOTY out of these. But, and you know, that's not even counting stuff like Dispatch. It's not even counting stuff like Monster Hunter Wilds is actually really, really high up on the Metacritic. I did not know how well that game reviewed. Because I think a lot of us kind of got caught up in the controversies with Monster Hunter Wilds with the performance. That game is really, really high up. On Metacritic reviews. I was really surprised. It was like an 88 or something like that. It was like really high up there.
You can attempt such, but if my current state is any indication, the cultists are unlikely to be sporting with you. Oh, there's no such thing as invisibility. I can only theorize that their visual forms were sent out of phase when they haphazardly tampered with pressurized N-rays.
Their actions are inexcusable. Science allows us to unveil the wonder of the rifts. We do not disrespect it. Now, is there any science around here we can use to find and kill them?
It's a shame the facility is in shambles. We have an N-ray scanner device that may render the cultists far easier for one to locate. If I'm still alive in a week, I'll put in a suggestion to the presiding bishop that N-ray scanners be standard issue. The scanner is an optical device designed to detect electrical
Expedition
signals
33
from the
was
N-rays
my game
given
of the
off by
year.
all living beings. Visible or not, the cultists
Initially,
still give off N-rays.
but the more and more I thought about
But with the damage to
KCD2,
the
the more
facility, you'll likely
it kind
need
of
to use the maintenance
surpassed
vent on the wall there
Expedition
behind the
33 for
screen
me.
to get anywhere near it. I appreciate your aid. I'm going to wait here and try to prevent my wounds from reopening.
And then for me, Split Fiction took it. I really, really had a great time with Split Fiction. And now for me, Outer Worlds 2 is kind of taking it. Controls below are used for use in the case of lockdown override. After taking all proper precautions to certify individual safety, operate these three switches to open the corresponding facility door. Note that activating any more than 3 switches will overload the system, prompting an automatic reset. Well, it sounds like we're about to get the N-ray scanner. We learned from the last of those puzzles that you're supposed to have the N-ray scanner for it, so we'll come back. Yeah, this year is stacked, man. It really is. It's gonna be so surprising to me if we have like a bunch of these games that just get absolutely nothing, that are really good, like KCD2, like Dispatch, even Monster Hunter Wilds. Like, even though it has issues, I do still think it's a great game.
That's the N-ray scanner that scientist was on about.
You've acquired the N-ray scanner. Use this device to see enemies, wires, and traps through walls. It also detects invisible threats. When using combat, you gain additional crit chance. Ooh.
Aggressor at hand.
The cam of just... Wow, you really... These guys are invisible. Holy... You cannot even loot them. Oh my god, they're invisible. I thought it'd be like a shimmering, you know, like a halo invisibility. Nah. These guys are just fucking... turbo invisible. We should be able to do this puzzle now, I think. The ray scanner allows you to view wires through walls. Following them often leads you to power sources. This is cool.
That should do it. Let's get on with the killing.
Neato.
You've opened the way forward. Very good work.
Thank you.
Give the orders and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Oh! Oh. NA aim.
Look sharp. It's a fight.
Cut him up. Slice him up, Goth girl.
You leave at once.
Sorry, man. I gotta loot these guys. Yeah. I definitely think 2025 will go down in history, though, as like one of the greatest years for video games. It is wild how many bangers we've gotten this year. The contraption's internals seem jerry-rigged, as if it were hastily assembled from scrap components and wires. Beyond that, you can't gauge much
That's a
about it.
Glorious Dawn communication device. Our cells use them to send and receive encrypted messages.
It's barred shut. We'll come back to that.
Pendulous killing you, who has isolated you from reality. How dare you hamper my ascension with your distantness? Finally, I understand true transcendence. I have...
Yeah. Someone take your crown. Got him. Good job, whoever that is. Proud of you.
grenades.
I mean
Why
a
don't
hostile
you-
device.
You, friend of friends, are a greater ally than any number of fellow scienticians. Oh, thank you very, very much for dealing with those cult... it seems you missed one.
What? Where? I thought we dispatched with all of those traitorous charlatans. Fine. Just trying to add some levity into this pathetic creature's drab existence.
I can see it
God,
would
I wish
be
you'd
best
call
for
me
me
a
to
pathetic
practically
creature.
Overlook your comrade. Very well. I see you possess our N-ray scanner. Ooh, ingenious device. If I'd had it, I may have evaded being trapped here. Oh, I shouldn't have had to worry. Damn that Victor and damn his hubris. Fitting that his experiment would cause so much strife, and he would be untouched by the ensuing pandemonium.
Psychopath. I'm definitely gonna have to do another playthrough with Psychopath and getting like the serial killer perk, because there seems to be quite a few dialogue options with it.
Pardon my excitement. It's been an eventful day. I don't know the specifics, only that Victor was performing a procedure utilizing processed N-rays. When those cultists flooded the range, they damaged the N-ray canisters. In the ensuing chaos, Victor's experiment was destroyed. I know some cultists were killed, but many more still live, moving unseen through the range.
So I've heard. I'm surprised any of the cultists survived a close encounter with N-rays.
Survived is something of an overstatement. Most of the cultists died immediately upon exposure, and according to past experiments, those that haven't are experiencing accelerated organ liquefaction. I would be more sympathetic to their collective plight, and they not promise to insert every item in this room down my throat in reverse alphabetical order.
Wow.
Because he refused to follow procedure. He didn't take an assistant or allow anyone to see his data, and now it's all consigned to oblivion. What a waste.
Or is it?
Oh, believe me, this is more excitement than I ever wanted. I shall.
Oh, I need my blankie. My legs are getting cold. You know I'm wearing basketball shorts. My legs are getting chilly. The goon helmet. Oh, hell yeah. The goon helmet acquired. We be gooning. Bum bada bum 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 bum. Looked like there was a cables over there. Silenced plasma pistol. Intriguing. Daily tasks. Flush N-ray byproduct reserves. Log experimental progress. Check infused N-ray container canisters. Exposure to infused N-rays has not been safely tested. In circumstances of canister damage, evacuate and immediately notify hazard crews. An experiment has catastrophically failed. Please make sure to evacuate before logging results. N-ray scythe. Engineer notes. Personal project is coming close to completion. Most N-ray weaponry designed at this facility has been sent to the front, but Archivist Clemens permitted me to take some additional time to perfect this device under the additional conceit that once completed, it would be sent to the monastery. I'm surprised he had any aims regarding it whatsoever, considering his professed disregard for combat, but I digress. The prototype is an N-race scythe. Normally, the awkward design of the harvesting tool is at odds with its efficacy as a weapon, but with the blade infused with high-efficiency N-rays, it is infinitely more dangerous. I've rendered the weapon inert until I can put my final touches on it. This device is especially interesting due to its humble origins. During facility maintenance, our novices use tools such as these to identify breaks and shorts in electrical systems without entering facility walls. This saves valuable time and resources, but more importantly has broader applications. After a number of tests, we settled on a power frequency that would allow the user to not just see electrical systems, but also human biology, even in pitch darkness. Once preliminary tests have concluded, we're to send a number of these modified scanners to our scouts. They shall be invaluable tools. Note, only for use in espionage and espionage-adjacent activities. You are scientists and soldiers, not a collection of adolescent hooligans. Ooh, they be looking at boobies? They be looking at boobies and booties? I didn't even think of that. Aww. Guess it only works if they're naked in another room. Sad.
To any fool enough to approach my holdout, I once again ask you to stop. The path ahead is filled with unseen traps. Whether cultist or wayward scientist, you will be killed. I cannot afford your interruption. Once more, please.
Should probably go back and talk to the guy. Hey man, you looking at the scythe?
The rift is my gateway to transcendence. My piety is the key.
Uh-oh. God damn. I blew that bitch into pieces. This appears to be a reinforced storage container for some kind of experimental melee weapon. From behind the glass, the weapon's blade softly hums. Examine the chamber. Take a closer look at the glass container. Someone with eyes not as sharp as your own would miss it, but you note that one of the gears in the chamber's lowering mechanism isn't properly secured. With a little deft wiggling, it comes free. Getting to the scythe should be easier now. Oh, that's cool. It actually, doing that, lowered the stat requirements in order to pass the skill check. That's really neat. That's really cool. This was a Science 5 before. The mechanisms for containment are simple enough to override, at least for you. Multiple sets of credentials, redundant checking mechanisms, all of it bypassed by a simple jerry-rigged set of wires. The walls of the containment glass lower, allowing you access to your prize. Oh shit. 112 damage. I gotta see this thing. Cool. Crazy, this does 43. Kind of insane. Even while silenced. That's 58 normally. This revolver does a shit ton of damage just in general. I needed someone to avenge my sins upon. Oh man, you play too much Baldur's Gate. What the hell are you talking about? Wait. He left. God damn it, I was gonna talk to that guy. Last night I joined the voice chat with with Jason and Oscar and Morning, and I was in there for like fucking 5 seconds, and then Jason said some shit like you just said, and Morning like got upset with him, and they like started arguing. I was like, oh, I'm out, and I just fucking left. I just instantly left. He's like, I just really need someone to punch right now or something. And I was like, oh, I'm out. I just fucking left. I didn't even say bye because I didn't want to interrupt. I just dipped. Actually, wait. There was another terminal I forgot we needed to read. Because like I was doing homework. You know, I was doing homework and I was just gonna like come in and chill while I do homework. And then they like started up an argument. I was like, nope, never mind. Ooh, charged burst shotgun. One thing I really don't like about this game is that a lot of the modifications just make your weapon worse. It's like, oh, it allows you to charge 3 shots. You're like, oh, that's going to be crazy. Yeah, it lowers the damage by 75% though, in order to accommodate. It's like, okay. They do that all the time. I wish that they didn't.
Victor, I fully understand the importance of your work. This is exactly why I push you
Good thing we
so.
came back for this.
Your moral justifications for delaying your delivery are misguided. Dead is dead. What matter is it if their ends come in 1 minute or 3? If you seek to be humane in your duties, fine. So long as I get the explosives in time. But if we fail to act, the order will be lost forever. Collateral damage was always inevitable, Victor. You knew this. And the longer you take in your laboratory, the greater your risk of being caught becomes. If that happens, you know what must be done. But I should remind you that such a failure will result in vastly more suffering for all parties involved. We need those explosives now, Victor. Let's finish this.
Finish the fight. Good news. Seer Wiley just passed along his latest calculations. I haven't had an opportunity to review them, but I know you usually prefer to substantiate the numbers yourself. I'm confident Wiley's math is immaculate as always, but please contact me directly with any concerns or questions. May all your endeavors elicit optimal results. Danger, extreme, logging while I have time. Facility breached by unknown agents, not antis, definitely not protectorate. Diluted and chaotic, might be religious, avoid at all costs. Experiment destroyed. Unknown agents affected by processed NRIS. Results unknown. Managed to salvage a sufficient amount of out-of-phase explosives, but may need to use them for self-defense. We'll need to find some way to recreate experiment. Unable to send message for help from gear. Hopefully interior of the facility has not been breached. Earlier, the abbot sent me a message that he claimed was from Seer Wiley. I know Wiley, just as I know his approach to applied mathematical formulae. Formulae. With that familiarity in mind, I can say with confidence that these calculations were not written by Wiley. On line 136, there's an improperly carried 6. Halfway through proof 210, he seems to start a completely unrelated proof, and the last 16 formulae are completely identical. These mistakes are so egregious, they seem deliberate. What is the abbot playing at sending me this? This must be some kind of ploy, but what and why? I can't waste time focusing on this. I have work to do. But yeah, I joined voice chat. I was in there for like just a couple minutes and I was like, ooh, I'm out. I'm out. I'm not gonna be able to do any fucking work while this couple is bickering. Oh, the mine is fucking invisible. Can't disarm it though. I need explosives 5. Isn't it always like just so awkward when couples are arguing and you're just like there? You're just like, ooh. Well, so how about that weather? You know, it's just like I hate that.
Must I say only death lies ahead? Observe. You. The time for that is over. Please.
Mm-hmm. Hey, maybe you guys should, I don't know, not stand in the fucking laser beam. Just a thought. Can't disarm any of this horse shit. I can't do that. Okay, great. Oh! It was a mine. I sat on a mine. Mine in my booty hole, mine in my booty hole, mine in my booty hole. I wonder if they changed how NRA damage worked. Seems like they did. What the hell? Sneaky bugger. Ain't you a bit of a sneaky bugger?
Cultists and interlopers breaching my defenses at once? I should have anticipated this. There is but one option left to me. To save Arcadia, to ensure the future, we must both die.
Nobody needs to get hurt. I can see why Archivist Tramble was so leery of you. You've clearly gone insane. Funny, DeVries said something similar to me a long time ago. Why are you helping her?
Because the Order cannot be hindered by war or by compromise. Any obstacles must be removed, as much as I regret the need to do so. If DeVries does not receive my explosive, she will resort to a violent assault. Many will die, pointlessly, and in agony. I can at least deliver them an instant, painless death. I thought this explosive vest would be an unnecessary precaution. All I can hope is that by blasting us both from the field of play, the Order shall find its way to truth.
Thought you were a scientist, not a martyr. Is this how you want to be remembered? Don't do anything you'll regret. Would you have killed yourself before I walked all the way here?
Want has nothing to do with it. I have very specific instructions on how to proceed in the face of contingencies such as yourself. And you cannot possibly understand whether I am or am not capable of martyrdom. You do not know my depth of character.
You're here to limit collateral damage. Blowing me up wouldn't limit anything. Wait a minute. The Re put you up to this. That's what her message was implying.
At the end of all things, my decisions were predestined. I am not at liberty to divulge the reasoning behind my actions. You're not with the Order. You cannot understand why this would be. Could I explain, the words would be lost on you.
Are you sure about that? If it could prevent needless death, why not try? Actually, there's not much to understand. Your ideals aren't as intricate as you think. Oh, you need a brilliant and professor.
Your verbiage does not conceal the gaps in your knowledge. But the presiding bishop has taught us that ignorance is not a punishable sin. If the Order is not prevented from reaching its true potential and solves the universal equation, all scientific uncertainty and any associated suffering will end.
Scientology be crazy. Even when the perfect path is offered to them, people will still deviate from it. Would pure scientific certainty have saved your coworker? No, that was me. Requires intimidator.
But surely, over time, these deviations would subside? Though I do not seek the abolition of free will, no. No, humanity would do what is best for itself. I'm sure. DeVries opened my eyes. The Order is on the path to absolute truth. And if they are not interrupted, this truth can be pursued. The one right path for humanity, revealed to us. Politics cannot bind us. Uncertainty cannot strangle.
Politics.
And no one can be allowed to waltz in and hurl our plans into disarray.
You're afraid to live with what you've been doing here. These are all just excuses. You're a bloodthirsty murderer, same as your friends. Well, I already did. Your right path is a joke. All you can do now is stand down or die.
What? How do you not understand the present situation? What coward would strap an explosive device to himself?
I'm not sure. Certainly no one claiming to be a logician.
No, that's not all this. Helping DeVries, completing the work on my explosives is important. It matters. DeVries agrees.
DeVries destroyed Horizon Point, killing hundreds of people. You want to be like her? Brave man doesn't murder innocents today for a chance at a peaceful tomorrow.
A Augustine couldn't have done such a thing. She was on a secret mission at the time.
Oh, she did. Long on brains, but a bit short on common sense, huh?
I don't wish to believe you, but what you're saying has the ring of truth to it. I've been a fool going along with this farce. But it stops now. My relationship with Augustine is at an end.
This poor fool seemed intent on doing himself and us both. Impressive work convincing him otherwise. Let's say I have a go at him with my disemboweling knife. See what he knows.
Now hold on. Victor's not the first to be taken in by DeVries' cunning. It feels wrong to punish him for it. I doubt he's got any more secrets to tell anyway.
Consider this a dress rehearsal for when we finally catch up to DeVries. I don't like it either. But oh, dude, psychopath. Oh, baby. I'm gonna go melee, explosive psychopath. In the next playthrough, I'm gonna be a little fucking crazy person. I'm just going. But that's not who I am today. Okay? Today, I'm a smooth-talking professor. I'll say go ahead. No need for torture.
Your loss. Don't like to boast, but I am quite the artiste with a knife.
I believe that's another thanks I owe you. You certainly keep interesting company.
What's your plan with helping DeVries anyway? Did the right thing. How do I know you're not going to go back to helping DeVries the moment I leave? Glad we reached this point. Now prepare to die. Goodbye. Try not to join any revolutionary groups, huh?
I found a way to, via the use of processed N-rays, send objects out of phase. It was inconsistent, but I was close to isolating the procedure. DeVries needed explosives for her plan. By making them unseen, the explosives could be placed as efficiently as possible. No one would be maimed or injured, just killed. Saying that out loud now, it sounds unreal. But somehow, I convinced myself that leaving no survivors was more humane. It's a shame I can't speak to a vicar.
Yeah, where are the vicars? I was wondering that when we got here and we were talking to all the different order people. Were there any vicars in Mother's Matriarch or whatever the hell the place is called? I don't remember seeing any vicars. Obviously, like, vicars probably know them from the first game because, like, your second companion that you get in the game in the first town, starting town with Parvati, is a vicar, which is essentially like a it's like a pastor. A pastor, not pasture. It's a pastor for the order.
I appreciate your consideration. Things could have been very different had your cooler head not prevailed. Here, it is the key to my quarters. Take whatever you find. That will ensure that I cannot use any of it to further DeVries' aims, even if I wanted to.
Nice.
You've certainly convinced me I cannot remain here. May we meet again, when the paths of our lives are at greater apexes.
Actually, bro, I'd rather never ever see you again. Just being honest. Lockpick. Speech. Engineering. Oh, this chick is leveled up. spread the message. Using her wrist-mounted explosive gadget, fires an explosive charge in a cone towards the location. Enemies take heavy physical damage and are staggered. Oz's ability must be fully charged, and you must be targeting an enemy for it to be activated. Oz's companion ability charges faster than other companions and can hold 2 charges. While Oz is in the party, factions with neutral or higher reputation need a higher bounty before they consider you an outlaw and pursue you for crimes. Device to improve his reflexes, granting him bonus evasion, allowing him to avoid a percentage of incoming attacks. Cool. Every 3rd melee attack by Ozza will automatically inflict stagger and deals bonus damage. Chooses discretion over aggression and attempts to flank weak targets in combat. Explosion caused by Oz's companion ability covers a larger area. After using her companion ability, she deals bonus damage for a while. Kind of thinking about doing YouTube again. And then he ran out of content. Yeah, maybe you should play some good games, not GTA. Got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. It's a good game. Shut up. Kenzie played one good game in her life, and it was Mafia 2. She didn't even make Mafia the Old Country content. I just realized. How crazy is that? The Mafia channel didn't do content on the new Mafia game. But I don't blame her. It was a doo-doo game. Oh. God fucking damn it. Travel through the N-ray range has left you fundamentally changed. Whenever you take damage of any type, you have a chance to take additional N-ray damage and automatically become camouflaged. Oh no. Whenever you take damage, there's a 5% chance you become camouflaged automatically, but take an additional 5% of your max health as N-ray damage. Invisible to enemies and deals bonus damage. God fucking damn it. I take extra damage. Can't I just have the camo part?
Boy, damn it! We've killed every traitor in this place, but their treasonous scum of a hierarch wasn't among them.
The camera is not centered.
I like the cut of your jib, Commander. Extinguishing the life of Hierarch Ziegler is definitely our next priority. They were operating under his orders. But since he wasn't here to lead them in person, they would have maintained regular contact using one of our communication devices. We should return to the one we saw earlier. It will hopefully yield some worthwhile information.
Okay. I have to poop. I'll be back. I think I can see that you. I'll roll the be back soon screen. I'll be back shortly. They really just gave everybody the capacity to be thrown around happy poops, huh? That's what they did. Hello, Jason. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Fuzz. Good morning.
This is it, the Dawn's communication device. Let's see what I can find on it. Not much, but there are a few encrypted messages from Ziegler reporting on a rift in Paradise Island he was sent to study. Idiot didn't even have enough respect to stay to kill me himself. Well, it's of no consequence. Now that I know where he is, let's go show him the error of his ways. I'm right behind you, but not in a threatening way.
What am I drinking? Ghost Sour Pink Lemonade. It's pretty good. Don't say it, don't say it. Start again, 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 start again. What a morning, yeah? Kenzie, you're so retarded. You're so retarded. That is just not true. That's a fucking foot long, bro. You're so dumb. Women really don't know anything about measuring. It's actually crazy. You could just tell a woman like that you're 6 foot, and if you're just like somewhat taller than her, she'll believe you.
I appreciate your help.
Crazy.
Dying makes it so difficult to see the results of your theses.
Numbing Agent 47. Unpleasant soft snack. Jesus. Thank you for the happy poop. The happy poop thing is so strange to me because, like, those things they're supposed to be money, right? Because you have to buy jewels. So if you're sending a happy poop, am I making money off of that? I have no idea how it works. Genuinely no clue. What's just my lockpicking skill now? Only 7. How the fuck do I get out of here? Ah, there we go. But then they also just went ahead and they gave everybody, I think, like 300 jewels. So... yeah, I don't know. Whole thing's weird. I know no. Turn to the bartender. On the highest ranking officer at Outpost opportunity to convey the abbot's message. That's over there. Why don't we head up here? Thought stickers cost money, and then you would get that money or abortion. I have no idea, man. I actually have no idea.
Did that blast give me a dunder? Or is some damn stranger walking into my area of operation right after we've been attacked? You got any reason I oughtn't have you shot?
I am an Earth Directorate agent, and when we see catastrophe, we must lend aid.
A what? Is that like some kind of contractor? Are you looking for a job? Because I have neither the requisite paperwork nor the time to fill it out. Go hustle somewhere else.
Oh, wow.
Yeah? And what exactly makes you so sure of that? Huh. Interesting. Did he say who he thinks did hit us? Not that it matters, I suppose. Not like we can muster a counterattack or anything. But even if I did believe you, so what?
I see. Contact your superiors to make sure things don't heat up or escalate.
Seriously? You expecting me to ring up Auntie and tell her, hello, Maven of all marketing? Just letting you know that this scrutinization officer says everything's hunky-dory. You've clearly been out in the Dorado sun for too long.
That's fair, but a good word certainly wouldn't hurt. What'll it take to make that happen?
Ah, an offer for transaction. Now you're talking my language. Didn't reckon you as someone sympathetic to our ways. It just so happens we might be able to trade services. Normally, I wouldn't admit this kind of weakness. It's bad practice. But I'm really in the squeeze, and you might be useful. Lately, my luck's been right miserable. I got enemy sneak attacks. I got grunts murdering each other. I got unsanctioned power struggles. And it all risks reflecting badly on me.
Aww. Thanks for the flowers, Jason. Jason? Thank you. Thank you, Jason. Thank you so much. It's so sweet of you, you sweet little boy. Feel the love.
You cut down the number of issues that are vexing me, and I'll send you a word of peace and harmony up the chain.
I'm never sending
For me is good for you, see? Quid pro quo. Or, if all that sounds like too much work for you, there are other ways
I'd
to
never
curry my
give a
favor.
kiss for a happy
Make me
poop, that's for
believe
sure.
your good
Fuck a happy
intentions.
poop.
Encourage me to take your side. That bomb that hit us, it was filled with uranium. So not only did it kill us the good old-fashioned way, it also caused serious poisoning. My contract medicalist over there is literally up to her elbows in it, her hourly rate is ridiculous, and our damn auto docs have gone on the fritz from the workload. You get her the compression coil she needs to make the auto docs work, and that should cut her billable hours in half, and then I'll send your a message.
You said you need a whole mess done. What else you got?
There's been a murder at one of our forts. A trooper's accused of poisoning her senior officer for some preposterous reason. Problem is, I'm already short on medical specialists. The last thing I can do is waste one for days just to find out if she did or didn't toxify him. Go find out who done it, and I'll send the message you're asking for. This is gonna make no more sense for me saying it than it's gonna make for you hearing it, but apparently, the senior officer at one of my forts is a mantisaur. A real, actual, pincer-faced, carapace-having mantisaur. Not a half-human one, or a psychic one, or a talking one, just a regular old head-munching mantisaur. Anyways, there's some dispute over who his second should be, and he can't exactly
Bacon,
decide
thank you for
himself.
subbing. Very
So
nice of you.
go sort it out for me, and I will gladly send your message.
Okay.
Now, you know that's an irrevocable deal, right? As in, please remember it's legally binding, and I will sue you if you fail to get it done. So don't let either of us down.
People are dying, and all he cares about is what he can get out of it. Wish I could say I was surprised. Victor wasn't exactly the partner in crime I envisioned DeVries to have.
He was a mess.
Reckon a tough crossword puzzle would have eventually sent him over the edge, even if we hadn't come along. I'm glad we were able to show him a little grace. DeVries obviously manipulated him into acting against his conscience. You ever wonder what might have happened if DeVries had let us in on her initial plan?
Is there a way to send it
Surely we
anonymously?
wouldn't have been taken
No.
in by her rhetoric like Victor. Right?
Man, bacon is so good. I can't believe Oscar doesn't like bacon, bro. Who doesn't like bacon? Like, the only people I know that don't like bacon are people that don't like it for religious reasons. Because they just don't consume, you know, pig. Which, like, yeah, fair enough. Same type of people, you know. Not the same type of people, but same reasoning for, like, the only people I know that don't like steak. Right? They don't want to consume cows. It's crazy. Bacon's amazing. Hadouken. Hadouken.
Hotshot Earth Directorate agent swoops in to liberate your colony, sets you on a new exciting path, and you're telling me you wouldn't have been a bit smitten?
Correct.
No, yeah, of course. Stupid question. It's just, I look at someone like Victor and see the trap I might have fallen into.
Yeah, if you didn't get blown up.
I have never let that happen.
I know. You've always looked out for me. Been the case ever since you first gave me advice about being a good agent. Seems a lifetime ago now, doesn't it? DeVries always was good at deconstructing folks.
10 years ago, boy.
She'd have known I had my heart set on being a hero. After Triangulum, all I wanted was to do for other colonies what Augustine had done for mine. Still do, if I'm honest.
And you still can. Just stay focused on being the best agent you can be. Isn't that what we're doing right now? Saving Arcadia?
Trying anyway. Thanks for letting me wax for a bit. We can get back to what we were doing now. Unless there was something else you needed.
I don't think so. We're good. We're fine. Sorry. Somebody here needed some shit. You?
What in the scrupulous name of profitable deductibles do you think you're doing? Just who are you, and why are you walking through my triage?
Ask me to help you.
Help, huh? Well, that would be greatly appreciated. We need compression coils. The attack left more wounded than I have supplies for, plus a hefty amount of uranium poisoning. And the coils on our auto docks have worn out. Without them, they can't convert raw materials into the medicaments needed to help the soldiers heal.
Sashimi. It's sashimi, by the way, not sashimi. I can help you with the compression coils.
How fortuitous. This feels like my first bit of luck in ages. It's a start. Thank you. Please, come back when you found more.
Huh?
I've been laid up same as those troopers, and I don't wish that kind of suffering on anyone. Antes or no. Let's look for those coils.
Well, where the fuck are the coils? I don't know where the damn coils are. Create something deadly. I don't have science 8. Okay. And these guys be thrown up and everything. Thought I could maybe just like talk to the robot and fix the robot with my engineering. But I don't even see them anywhere. I don't know where they have them hiding out. Banger. Real banger. Oh, these guys were just deleted, huh? Oh. Ouchie. Nice. Found the safe. I don't know where these coils are. The Mantisaur thing sounds insane. I need to check that out. A Mantisaur in charge. I've got to know what the fuck is happening down there. Gotcha. Thanks. Thanks, Jason. Very helpful. Appreciate that. Uh-oh. Kleptomania is gonna make me steal.
I didn't know we hired any, but I'm glad to have you. Especially after that last attack.
Tamed Mantibular. I'm gonna fucking steal, I know it.
Knock off the funny business.
I'm gonna steal, I know it. I'm trying to not look at anything so I don't steal anything. That's tobacco. That song is such a banger. Reading over Auntie's contract for scavenging rights in an active war zone. The personal profit margin is a mite slim, but there's a clause saying that Auntie's share is mostly on account of me using their equipment to do the scavenging. So all I have to do is leave some of my more expensive equipment behind, like my helmet and body armor, and my personal profit percentage will go up. Kittler, you genius. You've done it again. Heal the flu medicine. Who's baconsed? Oh? My guy just subbed. Named Bacon something. That's who you're talking about? Kleptomania strikes again. I saw that there's a thing I can put on my armor to where my crouch speed is 50% faster. On top of all the other bonuses. It'll be fast as fuck, boy. You just joined Discord? Oh, gotcha.
I'm glad to be sitting here safely, but I hope Command is sending us a cost-effective method for
Lockpick 8. Oh, damn. Everything's lockpick 8 around here. This is the downside of having all of these flaws. So I can't I can't power level a skill. All of my, I'm like jack of all trades. Got all these skills slowly leveling. Oh. Jesus. A lot of uranium here. Gotta be something good though, right? Like an irradiated area in Fallout. God, it is running out quick. Or just loot everything. Loot everything, do it quick. Oh yeah, we are being irradiated. Well, hopefully there wasn't anything too good there. I don't see anything. That's called the hustle. $20 a bottle. See, I told you she dealt drugs. I told you. I tried to say she didn't. Told her to stop the cap. Oh yeah, I'm gonna die. 443 bucks worth. Hurry up and get out. Oh. 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 All right. I'm probably fine, right? I'm gonna get the fast travel up here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Careful. That cave is chock full of arachnids. I'd stay away if I were you.
Oh, killed him. I'm very close to just dying. Because of uranium poisoning. But as long as there's no more uranium in here, we'll be fine. Surely. Surely. Oh, he's eepy. I was like, where is he? He's taking a little nap. I'm cooked. Oh, I really cannot afford to get uranium poisoning here. They do uranium.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
Oh, there's many. Kobe! I've got a lot of grenades, motherfuckers. Oh! We're fine. I win these. I think they're en route.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
A street pharmacist. That's crazy. I'm doing my part. You know, You gotta do what you gotta do. Getting him with that. Good old Arthur. Dutch! Dutch! I gave you all that head, Dutch! Now watch me dead eye these arachnids, Dutch!
It's a fight.
Uh-oh. They're nowhere. Uh-oh. 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 I'm poisoned. I'm poisoned. The pain is real.
All you in. Step aside, swine.
God damn it, Miles. Jesus. There's a lot of these guys. Maybe I should have listened. What am I saying? What am I saying? We're fine. I'm still alive. That's all that matters. What the hell is this? Oh, my knees. Oh. Getting too damn old for this. Oh, there's some compression coil. Oh, damn. I need 15. I need fucking 15? Well, apparently this is where I find them. Is there any back here? I don't even see anything. Asmongold. Oh. Not the Asmongold mention. Heavy marksman rifle. Hey guys, I'm in here. Still alive. Are the rest of the compression coils in here or no? Hoping they would all be here, but I'm thinking that they're not. Oh, Jesus. My leg. Oh, my fucking leg. Well, your not spider problem is fixed.
Dang. Glad I ain't a arachnid.
Uh-oh. My kleptomania is acting up.
Is that the distinctive odor of arachnid blood I smell?
They're all dead.
Wait, you got all of them?
Yeah. If you want, I'll offer lessons for amateurs. Yep, you're welcome. That's cool that they added in a little, like, they added in a line if you take it out. Just want to make sure there's nothing good here for me to take. I don't think there is. Let's hoe. Huh?
Can't say I was expecting to see anyone else in these parts for a good long while.
Thank God I didn't steal that right in front of this guy.
Hello, friend. Welcome to the most beautiful half-built landing platform on all of Dorado.
Emoji Morse code before I could chat. It didn't work. Yeah, I can't really see the emojis.
Simple, friend. You see any sergeants barking orders? Any of those spidery crystal critters lurking in the rocks? Any order forces storming the area? No, you do not. The perfect blend of just close enough to the base to be safe, but not close enough for any officers to get nosy. And I still get paid the same as if I was a frontliner.
Oh, that's kind of OP. Sounds like easy bits. What happens when they resume construction, though?
Ah, there's the real beauty of it. They won't. The Order's anti-air guns are a damn sight better than we expected. There's no reason to finish the landing pad on account of nothing can land. Command won't go back to building it until the war is won.
Ask YouTube.
Then I'm in no danger of being shot anyways. Maybe I'll even get a promotion for doing such a good job keeping this place safe.
I could see emojis like the smiley faces and stuff like that, but if anybody does the like sticker ones, I can't see that. If anybody does like the little reaction things, like the hearts or whatever, like I can't see that either. Which is like the stupidest thing, because the stickers are like supposed to be this like paid thing, you know. They're supposed to be. So it's up, you would think it would be like this big thing that pops up on the creator's side, and it's not. I don't see them at all. Like, I had no idea they even popped up on the screen like they do on mobile. I had no idea, because on my end, none of that happens.
The Order gave us permission to keep a single emergency medical evacuation ship nearby.
That's nice of them.
The troopers stationed in the outposts that just got wiped out. You know, if any of them had survived. Although with just one ship, doubtful the contracts of anyone below a captain covers medical expenditure of that level. Oh well.
Hey, it's just like America, where you can't afford the ambulance run. Wow.
Oh, no doubt about it, friend. They've been blasting our landing craft out of the sky, right, left, and center. I can't even imagine the total cost of it all.
They changed the ads back to normal?
In, why should I care?
Doesn't look like it for me.
Demoted for that, not me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to get back to my favorite pastime, doing absolutely nothing and getting paid for it.
My ad is still there? Yeah, I think mine is as well. Test. Yep, mine's still at CZ Productions. Yeah, I'm JK. Shut up, Kenzie. God, you're the worst. God. That's why I hate you. What's this guy got? Did he have nothing? Or did I accidentally steal it instantly? I have no idea. What in the goddamn? There's a bunch of dead ass dudes here. Alright, let's see this apparent Mantisaur in charge. Red Ted site profile picture? Shut up, Kenzie.
Rare to see a place like this relatively untouched by the war.
Yeah.
You, my friend, are VP material.
Thank you. It's very nice of you. Strategic Ingestment Executive
Some sort of zoo?
Watjek.
Honestly, Bradford, I've no notion of how to cool your conniption. Corporate says I'm in charge, so I'm in charge.
You're in charge? Wait, you're in charge? Don't you mean the executive is in charge?
Of course, that's what I meant. Whether I say me, he, or we, it's all the same.
It's all the same pile of gum.
That tone is not how you get approval for your little tests, designer. Next time, you might want to try and tame your woolly curds with a little mock apple.
What the fuck is going on here?
Yes, I hope you're not here to apply for employment. I'm already overwhelmed by the sheer volume of peons I'm forced to oversee. And if you're here as a spy, know that the temporary ceasefire is on tenuous footing. So if you stay, it's likely just a matter of time before I'll be stringing you up.
What do you mean by that, animal? Okay. Okay. What the hell? I've got Riz? You're goddamn right. Did I fuck up the camera? Oh, I did. Oh, maybe I didn't actually. Maybe it's just because I'm standing. Yeah, I think it's because I'm standing. That's crazy. What is it and why isn't it eating you?
Save me from him. Oh, no, 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 no. Not only is he not a threat, he's actually our senior officer. Allow me to introduce Strategic Ingestment Executive Wojciech, Senior Most Representative at Fort Endurance.
Okay, that's straight out of my nightmares. Very cool. You've seriously got a Mantisaur as your commanding officer. Huh, good one. For a second, I thought you were seriously saying a Mantisaur's in charge.
Now you're starting to sound like some of the wagabouts I've got under my command. Why would I be anything but serious? Executive Wojciech has been part of this unit since he was just a pupa. As he grew, he's shown exceptional bravery, stoic stalwartness, and strong leadership. It's earned him promotion after promotion, until our last battle against the Order deprived us of our former chief executive and left him as the senior-most trooper.
Wow.
The executive
Chatty little guy,
welcomes
eh?
you, but would like to know what your business is in our base.
How do you know that you understand that thing?
My experimental Mantisaur graft lets me speak with him as easily as I do with you.
Oh, he's a grafted. Oh, we should have came here with Inez.
Commander, if he couldn't communicate with the troops.
You may have heard stranger stories, but never one quite so full of sprat dung.
Designer Bradford, you've been warned about this.
Wait. Where's my last save? I want to bring Inez here. I'm gonna see where my last save is. I want to bring Inez, because if he's a grafted, I'm sure she'll have some interesting shit to say. Perfect. This works. Oh, I still don't have a fast travel here. Let me get a fast travel and then we'll bring Inez instead of Niles. What time is it? 5:57. Okay. I can stream for like another hour before I have to get to work. It's adorable. Oh. brother.
Ford Endurance sure has fared better than opportunity. Ironic, in its way.
Okay, now we have the fast travel. All right, let's get Enos. Trigger warning before talking about work. Oh yeah, I know this generation hates jobs. The J slur, whatever the fuck they say. Sorry, Niles. We'll come back. We'll get you. Don't you worry. But I gotta see what Enos says about this.
That better not be what I think it is.
Yes, I hope you're... And if you're here as a spy, know that the temporary ceasefire is on tenuous footing. Save... Allow me... Now you're... Executive... It's earned... The executive welcomes you, but would like to know what your business is and my experimental mentor... He wouldn't be much of a commander.
All right, let's see if she has anything unique.
Hey, Commander. It's my professional opinion that we should back away slowly. This guy's craft is either messing with his gray matter, or he's messing with us.
I knew it. I knew she'd have something to say. Seems like he's pretending the Mantisaur is in charge.
That is exactly what he's doing.
Designer Bradford, you've been warned about disrespecting the chain of command.
And you've been reminded, repeatedly, that I'm not under your chain of command. I'm technically under the Mantisaur, but that's got nothing to do with you. I just wanted to make it clear to our newcomer that you are full of shit. You've always been full of shit, and you will always be full of shit. So you're best ignored entirely.
That is quite enough, designer.
Are you full of shit?
Of course not. I'm just a lowly trooper acting as interpreter. Otherwise, surely these folks would have figured it out by now.
We have all figured it out. Unfortunately, I'm the only one willing to say it to your face.
Yes, well, please excuse our curmudgeonly biologist. She's been a pill ever since the promotion that made Wojciech outrank her. Still, that ugly moment behind us, it's a comfort to my mind that you're here. Executive Wojciech has an assignment we're desperate to have done, but it can only go to someone outside our chain of command.
Ugh, not this crabble scat again. There is zero chance you're right. Zero. And this brilliant assignment of yours didn't go so well for the last group.
Would you two like to be alone for a while? Does it have anything to do with solving your leadership problem?
Yes. I have been trying to get Durban to relieve this duo of command for months. But the lives they've lost with this insanity finally got his attention.
Bradford, how dare you undermine me? I mean, us, like that.
The Red Hood and going for dragons. Yeah, Jason. Yesterday, I was talking about it earlier in the stream, but yesterday I came in to just like chill a little bit while I was doing homework, and then he said something about beating up crackheads or something, and Morning got all mad, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm gonna leave. These two are about to argue. I'm gonna leave. No way I could do fucking homework." So I just dipped. I didn't even say anything because I wasn't going to interrupt and incite her wrath. So I just left. It's like, I'm just going to do homework alone. And that's what I did. But yeah, jobs are good. Don't listen to Gen Z or Gen Alpha or whatever fucking generation it is. Don't listen to them. Job good. Benefit your community. Doesn't matter what your job, you know, be an asset to your community, help your fellow man. It feels good. I get like so depressed when I'm unemployed. Like I've been unemployed for a while because like for a while there I was just full-time school. And I don't know, man. I just feel so like empty when I'm not working. Even like when I went on the Japan vacation, even just like taking that much PTO, I started to feel like empty. Like just I think it was like 23 days. Like just 23 days of not working. I was just like, I don't know, it just feels weird. It feels off. I'm like, ugh. After like 2 weeks, I was like, I'm kind of ready to go back to working, man. You're the real reason I'm here. How do we solve this?
Well, if you're competent enough for Durbin to send you, then unlike the others, you can probably survive this fool's errand. And what better way to prove Wentworth is lying?
Wojciech can sense that there are some kind of mutated mantisaurs over yonder, and he wants us to secure one of their pupas to raise as his own.
Oh, stop it. The creature doesn't want a pupa. He doesn't want to breed a superior race of mantisaurs. He wants to eat meat, excrete the excess, and be left alone. That's it. Even if he could ask for a pupa from a rival nest, he'd probably just eat the lobby-damned thing to cut down on competition. He's a bug, nothing more. But the only way to prove it to our command is to have you run this fool's errand. Once it's shown to have been a colossal waste of resources, they'll put
I'd
me
rather
in
work
charge.
Starbucks than be
That
unemployed
is
for
enough.
sure.
One more word in question of our executive
But I'm not a
officer,
chick.
and I'll have you pitched over the edge with the rest of the enemies we've conquered here.
Yes, sir.
I'm not a chick though, so I don't have to worry about like being hounded or anything like that for like,
Oh, hey, cutie, you wanna come back to my place after you get done putting syrup in my drink? That syrup isn't gonna be the only thing squirting tonight, you know what I'm saying, baby? Come on over.
and it's like a 40-year-old man. I don't have to worry with that about that, you know? So yeah, 5 months unemployed, yeah. Yeah, I've never worked in the food industry, but I've done a lot of customer service, a lot of warehouse work, a lot of like odd jobs, I guess. Worked as a mover, worked in a lot of really just like a lot of call centers and stuff was mostly what I did. Like customer service call centers. I worked as a fucking telemarketer. That was awful. Oh, it's rough. But I've never worked in like the food industry. And I've never worked traditional in-person customer service. Like I do, I mean, technically like when I was a mover, I guess that's like in-person customer service, but not really, you know, you're just moving shit. Yeah, well, Sunday sounds really good right now. Sounds so good, actually. Thank you, Animal. They thought I was a girl. Oh, dude, I have that problem all the time with longer hair because I have like a really fat ass. So I'll be like, especially like if I'm wearing pants or something that are like pretty tight, I will get dudes like checking out my ass, being like, hey, and then they'll like walk around and they'll see my face and then they're just like, oh, like it's like a lot of the times you can see them actively like get mad, like they get angry, which is funny. They're like, God damn it, it's a dude, what's he doing all cheeked up? It's pretty fucking funny though.
Exactly. With it, Wojciech can raise a Zeranium-mutated Mantisaur army, which will be even more dangerous than the ones Auntie's Choice evolved from the Halcyon stock. We need you to infiltrate the mutated Mantisaur nest, secure a mutated pupa, and bring it to me here. Do that, and I, and Executive Wojciech, shall make sure you are well rewarded for your efforts.
Sounds good to me.
Look in the nest to the east. That'll have your best odds. It's where Wojciech feels
Seen the new
pull
Target
from, the
policy
strongest.
trying to turn their workers into Chick-fil-A employees? Oh no.
What am I saying? That makes the exact amount of scientific sense I'd expect from you. Excuse me? May we speak a second? Apologies.
She
for my
looks like Miss
outburst, but I
Frazzle
had
from the
need to
Magic
warn
School
you
Bus.
that an
Or
earful from
Frizzle.
Wentworth is akin to sucking on an inhaler full of ammonia.
Hey, what are you two talking about?
Nothing of your concern, Wentworth. Just ignore him. He was clever enough to pretend that graft lets him talk with the beast. So overnight, he upstarted from simple trooper to de facto commander of this installation.
You know it's impolite to whisper, right?
But I've studied him extensively, and it is most assuredly nothing but a play for power.
You're certain?
I am. I've watched for patterns of behavior that would demonstrate higher communication, and they don't exist. So, catering to his will isn't going to do anyone any good. Conversely, the scientific value of studying the mutated pupa he wants is exponentially greater than any possible use he could have for it. Bring it to me, and not only will I match any reward he offers, but you'll have the satisfaction of knowing that it will serve a much greater purpose.
She kind of speaking my language when she said, bigger reward. The policy is them having to stand 10 feet away from the customers and try to start conversations with customers and to always smile at said customers. It's going to be a smiley hell. Yeah, that's why I'm happy I'm single, because I don't have to deal with the very strange trait of women being obsessed with Target. Something about women, bro. At least all the chicks I've dated, where they're just fucking obsessed with Target. Same with my mom and my little sister. Maybe it's just a white girl thing, actually, because my black girlfriend, she didn't actually care about Target much at all. Maybe it's a white girl thing. But yeah, they're like obsessed with fucking Target, dude. It's so weird. I don't like Target. I think they're overexpensive. Like, I'd much rather just go to Walmart and pretend to be deaf next time I go. Yeah. It's just too expensive, man. I don't know why it's so expensive, but it's so expensive.
I'll have to... Oh, fine. Fine. If scientific discovery and the betterment of future products isn't enough for you, I'll pad your coffers a little something extra. Just, please, bring me the mutated pupa.
Not the strangest task I've had to undertake, but it's close.
Yeah, you ain't wrong. Oh, yes. Uranium poisoning. Did that not get rid of zero? Oh, thank God it did. Okay. What do we got here? Penetration through soft targets. I haven't seen a lot of these guns yet. I've been waiting for this burst SMG. I've not seen it at all. Force. Oh, fully automatic. Okay. Because Target knows that they can charge extra for not being Walmart. It's honestly, every Walmart I've been to has been an unpleasant experience, to say the least. Bank transactions prove that Target is... I don't know. Like, maybe it's because I'm out in the boonies. And, you know, like, maybe that's just a boonies thing. But out here in the boonies, we don't have any Targets. All we have is a Walmart. And people are really nice. Like, we've got that, like, traditional small town really kind thing going on at our Walmart. So I don't really have that experience. I always have positive experience when I go to Walmart. I say I always have positive experiences. I do regularly have people trying to talk to me. Especially anytime I wear anything that's like of a brand. Or not a brand, but like an IP. Like if I wear like a Game of Thrones beanie, it's almost always like someone's gonna try talking to me about Game of Thrones. Or like when I wore my JoJo Bizarre's Adventure hoodie, this chick would not stop talking to me about JoJo's, you know? And it's like, if I wear anything with an IP, I feel like people just try and talk to me. But if I just dress normal, which is like something like this, like or just like a dress shirt and a blazer or something like that, like it's usually fine. But just anything, if I have an IP, I don't know what it is. I don't know if I just have like an aura or something that's like, please talk to me. And if so, I wish I didn't. But I swear, someone always tries to talk to me, which is why now I don't even go to Walmart. I just have the Walmart like subscription and they just deliver all my stuff. So I never even have to actually go there. They just deliver all the groceries. Which is also nice because it gives you a bunch of like discounts and stuff if you do it that way as well. So it's kind of just a bonus through and through. Honestly. I'm gonna sit down for the rest of the day. Oh, it's so much cooler down here. It's almost like warm air rises or something. Oh, it's so much cooler. My emojis have been all fucked up since the new iOS. The pale emoji hand. Talk to customers, but like if someone tries talking to me, just walking around the store, please leave me alone. I'm the same way. It's like, dude, I'm here to get in and get out, get some milk or something, you know? Have my headphones in, a resting bitch face, and still get approached by the elderly, kids, and the homeless. I hate social. Yeah. I don't ever get people asking me for money, Foz, but I definitely get... I don't know. I just get people trying to talk to me. The thing is, I'm way too paranoid to wear headphones and like play music loud. Like I'll usually have like one headphone in unless there's like a sound that's really, really bothering me, in which case I'll put in the other one. But I usually just have one headphone in and I have it like not turned up very loud because I'm just too paranoid. You know? See, we don't really have homeless people out here, Fuzz. So I guess that's why. I don't have any homeless people out here because the thing is, in Arizona, if you're exposed to the outside, you know what you do? You die. It's hell. It's hell. You know? You're not sitting out in 130-degree heat, you know? Zach's killed the homeless population? No, we just don't have any out here. The streets are clean. But yeah, I have to hear my surroundings, especially since I carry. It's like very important to me that I'm alert in case there's anyone coming up to do anything mischievous or you know, I'm always paranoid that somebody will see that I'm carrying somehow, which I conceal carry, so it's not like very obvious. especially because I'm always wearing a jacket or I'm always wearing, you know, like if it's summer, I'll just wear shorts and like a baggy t-shirt and it'll be under the t-shirt. But like this time of year, I'll be wearing a blazer, I'll be wearing a jacket or something like that, covering it. And it's like, I just get paranoid that somebody will somehow tell that I'm carrying and they'll come up and they'll try and take my gun. So, yeah, that's kind of, I get paranoid about that. But it's one of those things where, like, if you carry, you think that people are looking for, it's called printing, which is like the outline of your gun, right? When you carry, you think like everyone else is really looking to see if other people are carrying and they're looking for printing and stuff. But realistically, nobody's fucking looking at that. Like the vast majority of people, it's not even going through their head that like you have a gun or you're carrying or anything like that. So it's just one of those things where it's like, if you ask anybody that carries a gun, they will all confirm to you, like concealed carries a gun, they'll all confirm to you that like you're always worried about printing. Bro doesn't want to print, duh. Yeah, exactly. It's like it's just a thing. When you're concealed carrying, you're just always like worried about printing. And most of the time, like nobody even looks. Nobody even thinks about it. But still, I'm paranoid because like when I open carried, you would think like I would have been worried about that when I open carried, because I open carried for almost 3 years. But I wasn't, because when you open carry, you typically use like a retention holster. So even though everybody can see that you're carrying, they can't take your gun unless they know exactly how your holster works, you know? But when you conceal carry, like my holster, I don't have it here, but this is actually a concealed carry holster. I can show it with the 1911. I just won't show the gun for TOS reasons. But like this is a good example of like a concealed carry holster, right? There's no mechanism or anything here, right? It's just a clip. So somebody could just walk up, your gun is in here, and just whoop, grab it, right? So, you know, when you're open carrying, at least you have a retention holster, and they really can't take your gun unless they know the exact holster. So it's one of those things where like you would think that I would be more confident about my gun not taking carry, not getting like taken or something because I'm concealed carrying, but it's actually kind of the opposite. Like I'm more worried. Only one print I look at, brother. Are you printing or are you just happy to see me? God damn. Never carry with gray sweatpants, bro. It's over. To be fair, if I see a skinny dude who looks like a few people are too much and he's in fact armed, I feel better about the world for a moment. I mean, yeah, I'm a small guy, 5'8", you know, 135 pounds. I'm a small dude, so I kind of gotta carry. I found that out pretty early on in life when I got mugged and almost killed, and I was like, yeah, you know, I should probably start carrying because there's literally nothing I could have physically done, and at least if I had a piece, you know, I could have maybe done something. I mean, I'm no John Wick or anything, but at least have a chance. Yeah, I have a 1911. I have quite a few guns, but I don't carry my 1911. I have a whole video on my EDC, my holster and everything, but I carry a Glock 43X MOS. That's my EDC. I don't know if I could get mugged. I never even have shit to take. I mean, they took my wallet. So, took my wallet, they took my phone. Which my phone was just like a... I always get cheap phones. It was like an HTC One or something like that, so... That was like whatever, but my wallet was fucking annoying because you gotta go to the DMV, you gotta call, you gotta cancel all your cards. It's a whole shindig, you know? So... Good morning. My EDC is a Taurus G3C or Gerson Regard. Whatever's closer. Whatever's closer. I like Taurus, man. People say shit about Tauruses. This 1911 here is a Taurus, and I love it. I've had no issues with it. I don't know why people talk crap about Tauruses. Putting a remote explosive in my wallet. Yeah, go ahead, take it. Beep, beep. Yeah. Yeah, Taurus is good and cheap, you know? Like, I've never had issues. People have always talked shit about Tauruses. My first gun was a Taurus. This was my first gun. This Taurus PT 1911. And I've never had issues. I've ran thousands of rounds through this thing, and I've never had issues. I mean, it's a 1911, so you usually don't have issues, you know, but I've never had issues with it. And people talk shit about Glock, and I've never had issues with my Glock. I mean, I've had it. I think I've had it for going on 2 years now. Maybe like a year and a half. I don't remember exactly. But I think it's approaching 2 years that I've had it. And I've carried it every single day, you know, that I've left the house. Which is every day. Because at least I walk Momo for a few miles, you know. Every day. And I've never had issues. I've ran thousands of rounds through it. I go shooting every weekend. And no issues. So, I don't know. I think people have like weird brand allegiance or something a lot of the times that I don't really.
Hey, stranger! You're one of those... I can't remember what, but I need help, and here you folks will do good deeds for free.
Free? No. You got the wrong guy. Not me. Sorry. The poors need armaments too. True. Yeah, very true. That's why I don't even shit on high points, man. Like, people shit on high points. It's like, I'd rather have a fucking high point than nothing. You know? It might not be the best, but... I mean, I think in a lot of situations, it is better to spend a little bit more and get more reliability. Don't get me wrong.
So what's the story with you exactly? Do you stand for anything? Believe in anything beyond worshipping the rifts and stabbing things?
I do not worship the rifts, but you already know that, don't you? You are just trying to goad me. That's fine. I welcome your hostility. Enjoy it, in fact.
I'll speak.
God, she's hot.
Something
She doesn't get
deeply
rage baited.
wrong with you. If the commander wants you here, fine, I'll let it be. But I've got my eye on you.
If you really want to fight me, all you have to do is ask. I'll be happy to sharpen my blades on your bones.
Oh my god.
I even promised to try not to kill you.
Is anyone else hard? Huh? I mean, can I fall for the trap? God. I'd let her sharpen her knife on my bones. For real, for real. Say could fuck up a cup of coffee. Yeah, Sig is a little scary, but you know. High point is pure shit. It's just like people that talk shit on 22s, you know? It'll kill someone. It'll kill someone. It'll put the fear of God in someone. You know, you draw a gun. Someone's looking to do you harm and you draw a gun. They're not going to analyze the fucking brand, the model, and make of your gun, right? They're going to go, oh shit, this guy has a gun. And that'll probably be enough to defuse the situation. Most of the time. I mean, you might have to... Hopefully you don't have to, you know, pull the trigger, but if you do... You know, something's better than nothing. average gun for a broke bang. Yeah, I mean, like we said, broke.
The market does not correct for losses like this.
Fucking kleptomania. God damn it. .380 in their 9mm. That's actually so funny. Yeah, I used to really not like Glocks, but as I've used mine more and more, I actually do really like it. I've even become like accustomed to the stock trigger, dude. Like that's the one thing I always talk to Glock owners are like, the triggers are terrible, you gotta swap out the trigger. But honestly, as I've gotten used to it, I'm like, I actually don't really mind it. Like one thing's for certain, I do, you know, as a 1911 user initially, I was like, I don't like the idea of the safety just being in the trigger, you know? Because obviously 1911, you've got the switch on the side and you've got on the handle you have to squeeze. Like there's like no chance of a 1911 accidentally going off, you know? I was like, oh, just in the trigger, that sounds like so dangerous. But, no, I mean, that trigger, it's a hefty pull. Like, that thing is not going off accidentally. Which I really like for, like, an EDC. Plus, they're so light. They're just so light, which is really nice. Compared to, you know... running anything that's, like, stainless steel. Which, you know, you can do all sorts of crazy shit to your Glock. It's got more aftermarket parts than anything else, really. So, like, if you wanted to, you could get it to... You could probably swap out all sorts of stuff and make it basically stainless steel, but I like it. On trigger safety, I'm not paying $600 for one either. Well, I want one used. I don't remember. I think mine was like $500 or $600 for the 43X MOS. I think if you get the MOS, it does make it like a bit more expensive just because it's already like optics ready, you know? You don't have to like send it in a Glock store or something and have them work on it, which is very nice. It's very nice not having to do that. But there's all sorts of things you can get for them. You can get whole new barrels, compensators. I mean, just a bajillion things. The one thing I would recommend if you're gonna get one of those Glocks is to, I feel like not the mag release, the slide release. The slide release is like really, really hard for me to hit on just the stock Glock. And you want a good slide release. I know people don't really value a good slide release very often, but like you want a good slide release in the situation that you know, you're actually having to use your firearm, because if one of your hands gets fucked up, you're gonna want to, you know, the ability to reload. Without two hands. So it is important to have like a good slide release. And with the stock one on the Glock, I could not do it with one hand. Like for my life, I couldn't. Like could be a situation of soy boy syndrome, you know? Little baby muscles having ass Zach. But my thumb just could not hit that slide release. You can reload with one hand. Yeah, you can. But not if you can't engage your slide release. I mean, maybe you can pull the trigger. I have heard some guns you can pull the trigger. I don't think you can pull the trigger with my Glock. I've tried it before and it didn't work. But I think some guns you can pull the trigger. I've never had one though that you could pull a trigger and it will engage the slide release. The one I want, I don't think you can buy new anymore unless it's new old stock. I've seen a Glock 30 available in an open market. I don't even know what the Glock 30 is. What is the Glock 30? $45 ACP. I think, don't they have a modern one that's 45 ACP and then they also have a barrel that's interchangeable to make it 10 millimeter? Because I was actually looking to get that one. Because I kind of wanted a 10 millimeter. I'm pretty sure they have one. Need to be able to one-hand everything to the rice bucket. Well, I can one-hand it now. I got a different slide release for it. With the stock one, I couldn't, though. Because it barely sticks out. So it was hard for me to, like, latch my thumb onto it. But I got one that's extended a little bit more, and it's way easier. I like it way, way more. Get cowboyed. It's like a Lego. True. They stopped production of all Glocks except the X series now, I think they call it. Yeah, wasn't that related to switches? Like, wasn't that related to something to do with switches or something? My buddy Jay sent me like a video on it a few weeks ago. And then I think he sent it to Fuzz as well. And Fuzz is like, who the fuck is this sending me? Who the fuck is this guy? It's pretty funny. Yeah. But that means you could definitely still find new ones that just haven't sold yet. I'd be really surprised if you couldn't. This revolver is so good, man. When am I gonna find like a heavy version of this revolver? That would be sick. The real big iron. Because this is only a light revolver. It does so much. You can fan the hammer so quick. Just read a book right now? Should. Reading's great for you. Just don't have it be any of that smut that you women are always reading. Read something of substance. Wow, that mine did a whopping 50 damage. Oh shit. Bro is aggroed from another zip code. No, no fanfic. God damn it. Switch is bad, but you never seen the video of the old World War II vet assigned to M1 talking about knocking the sear pin down to full auto your 8 shots. I feel like a switch is just disadvantageous, I'll be honest. I've never wanted a full auto for like carry purposes. Like full auto would be fun, you know? I've shot full auto at the range. Like when I lived in Vegas, they have a fucking range there I went to where you could fire a minigun, man. It's fun, but like I would never carry it. Like you just miss. These guys already don't know how to aim. They're already holding their guns wrong. They don't exactly need more help missing. I don't know. As a fun gun, sure. I could see it. Definitely not as a carry. Like, I would never put a switch on my 43X. What? I'm so far. This is bullshit. Bullshit. Ooh. Trench digger clothing. Yeah, doggy. Several weeks ago, we accidentally ruptured a uranium gas canister and were forced to evacuate the area. We lost several troopers in this uranium, as it's quite lethal to humans. We also thought we'd lost an entire nest worth of mantisaurs. But after managing to contain the leak, we found the mantisaurs standing there as if nothing had happened. They were visibly discolored, but otherwise seemed unharmed. When their handlers went to check on them for injuries, the handlers were immediately cut down. The rest of us fled. Seems that uranium gas is bonded with the mantisaurs in some capacity. Aside from the discoloration, they're faster, stronger, more durable than any normal mantisaur. They're also completely uncontrollable. I require further study in order to figure out how to control them and make this discovery profitable. Really? They die like any other mantisaurs. Just shoot them enough. I'm not impressed. I thought the Switch was a game system. Yeah, it is. It is. It's also a thing that makes your gun full auto. What time is it? 42. Okay. I can stream a little bit longer before I have to clock in for work. Why weren't you guys shooting this thing?
Truthfully, I'm not too shocked we got bombed. Betwixt stomping around on Order territory, the scrappers, and the mad cultists, it was bound to happen.
Well, it's really nice to see your positive vibes. Where are the eggs at? I'm supposed to come here to get some eggs. Ah, over here. Switch the bystander slayer. I don't think Nintendo is gonna go with that new catchphrase. Uh-oh. Oh, he's saving his brother. His body ate like half those rounds. What a hero. The wallet slayer, honestly. Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly easy to control, full auto, man. Like, even in a rifle, it wasn't very easy. I was shooting like an AK-47. I mean, that's 7.62 by 39, you know, big bullet, but still, like, I can imagine if it's in a handgun. I haven't shot fully automatic in a handgun, but I can imagine it could be difficult. No wonder these guys died. They came down with fucking toss ball sticks. Basically came down with hockey sticks to fight giant praying mantises. Yeah, it's probably not gonna win, bro. Hate to be the bearer of bad news. Oh, the little baby edge. Xyradium Mega Mantisaur. Well, that doesn't look good. Doesn't look good at all. Haven't used this thing, but I think it's does corrosive, so should be good, maybe. I'm gooping him. Uh-oh. Get gooped. Get jaboopied. Uh-oh. I'm sorry! I didn't mean it! I meant it, you fool. You let your guard down.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Okay. This is a bit of a fight. What time is it? 6:48? Okay. Need to get this game, but I need a couple of paychecks first. Is this a game you need to play the first of? No, but I would play the first. I love the first game. First game was my game of the year for 2019. Very good game. Really, really good DLC as well. Especially the detective DLC. It's got some of my favorite DLC ever put in a game. Like, it has some really cool DLC. There's a lot of different ways you can play the first game as well, which carries over to this game also. There's a lot of different ways that you could play through. I definitely recommend playing the first one first because some people really didn't like the first one. And I will say, if you didn't like the first one, you're not going to like this one. It is just a more refined version of the first game. Like, they did not try to completely change it or anything like that. Like, the tone is still very much the same, which was the main sticking point for a lot of people. A lot of people really didn't like the tone of the first game. I would say the tone of Outer Worlds is like midway between Borderlands and Fallout. It has a lot of Fallout vibes, but it's definitely more jokey than Fallout. More like a Borderlands in that regard. And some people just really bounced off that tone. They didn't like it. They were expecting like a Fallout type of tone, and there's the alarm. They didn't really like it very much, but Weak alarm. Man, I wanted to finish this up very quickly. Go through the nest. Dude, I'm so excited for that tax return. Oh, baby. Tax return plus it's almost my end of year bonus. Oh yeah. I'm gonna be owning. I'll probably, I don't know what I'll get. Because I haven't decided if I'm gonna go on a vacation this upcoming year or not. I haven't really decided yet. Like, I was floating around the idea of going to, like, Vietnam or Singapore or something like that. Thailand. But I haven't really decided yet. Ooh, level up. Don't go to Thailand? Why not? Which tax return came before winter taxes? Return normally covers what I just paid for winter taxes. I usually get my tax return like January. Isn't that still considered winter? January is winter, right? I mean, unless you're one of those people that like waits until April. Okay, we did level up. Okay. I don't actually know what to take for a perk. Focusing on a target with the N-ray scanner will mark them. Marking targets prioritizes them for companions and causes the party to attack against them to regenerate your energy. Spots are highlighted and damage dealt to them is increased when using the N-ray. It's pretty good. Can electrocute faster, extra damage to humans, weapon range. Crit chance, you can see what they have in their pockets. Shotguns and SMGs, ignore armor. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. November to March. Yeah. Still winter. Oh, damn it, I missed. Fucking missed. Oh. 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 I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding. Okay, we're fine. 654. But yeah, I haven't really decided yet if I'm going to go on a vacation. I might skip a vacation this year, honestly, just because of like the double house mortgage. Yank the grenades out carelessly. Horrifically shredded by Mantisaur claws. Upon closer inspection, you notice there are undetonated grenades in his bowels. Oh god. Just because of the double mortgage payment, though, until the house sells, I feel like I'll probably just chill. I think I'll probably pick up the new Steam thing, the Steam goggles or whatever the hell they are. The new VR thing for Steam. I'll probably pick that up. At least. I haven't seen the Thai trend. I don't even know what that means, no. I don't look at trends. Can't file taxes until later in January, so that refund doesn't hit until the due date for winter taxes. Oh, really? Interesting. I don't know. I don't really do anything. I just pay H&R Block and they do it all, so I'm not like too well versed in it or anything. But they seem to get me back the biggest return possible, so I'll just keep going with them. Not sponsored, obviously. God, this gun does negative damage when it's not sneak attacking. Oh! Oh, oh, ow, ow, ooh, ow, ow. Ouchie, ouchie, oofy, ouchie. I'm really trying to finish this area before I gotta sign in for work, but I don't think I can. Ooh, air-cooled machine gun. Big gun. The day I can file my own. Luckily, the complicated stuff on my banking app has it set up where I just hit copy paste twice. Yeah, because I have so many things that like help me get bigger returns, like through my schooling and stuff like that. That's why I pay for somebody to do my taxes for me, because like they know how to, you know, they know every single loophole to get me the biggest return. And I've seen a pretty big difference between like just me doing it versus letting them handle it. So like I'm just like, yo, do your thing. This is your job. Also, I'm just lazy. I don't like doing stuff myself. I like to spend my free time doing things I like. Like streaming. There we go. We did it. We got the pupa. We did it. All right. That's going to do it for me. I need to sign in for work. Will I stream after work today? We'll see what happens. I might be able to stream after work today. I don't know. I have a couple meetings, so We shall see. But I appreciate everybody for stopping by. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Bacon, thank you for the sub. Very nice of you. Have a good one. Have a great Monday. And I'll see all of you in the next video. Or Stream Rudy. Bye-bye.